What do you have to say?
Y'all already know what it is. Salute, salute, salute. Salute to all my generals, salute to all my lions, salute to all my real men. Y'all already know what it is. Let's get into it. First off, this one's gonna be a little different. You might hear a little noise in the background. That's my little cubs running around. I got 3 of them. Feel me? 3. All little cubs. So they're gonna be running around and hopefully they're not making too much noise. Family man type shit, you feel me? You know, I learned that that's basically where real foundation officially starts at. But we ain't gonna get into all that. I'm just giving y'all a heads up, because this is how we do it on Lions and Men, you know what I mean? And y'all might hear these little niggas running around making some noise. But let's get into it. Niggas is telling me or asking me to talk on, speak on, expound on, comment on my opinion, give my opinion on this whole wildcat situation. Due to the fact that, you know, this page, this blog, right away hit the subs, you know what I mean, hit the shares, hit me on the gram, John J748, that's John J748, hit me up on the gram. Definitely trying to do a live, water my lines on my twins, you know what I mean, so we can get this shit up and jumping. At the end of the day, definitely here to speak nothing but the truth, never be a fraud, never gonna cap all facts, right? So moving along, John J748, that's the Insta, and y'all already know what we do, it's Lions and Men, right? So they was asking me to speak on that shit, right? Plus some other dude. I've been reading. I definitely, for y'all to know, I do read the comments. Y'all, you know, I see what people talking about. I stay in tune with y'all. You know, and I do my best to give y'all the feedback, you know, on the relevant topics that I feel is relevant, that, you know, that I could address. But at the end of the day, I definitely do. So definitely hit the comments up. I hit y'all back, you know, and I try to comment on whatever it is that y'all want me to elaborate on or speak on. But back to this the situation, like your wildcat situation. Not only the wildcat, the magoo shit. Not only the magoo shit, the bloodbath shit. Like niggas act like that nigga name. Y'all think niggas used to ride bloodbath dick on the island. Niggas used to be scared of this nigga bloodbath. Shit, that nigga bloodbath. Yo, the nigga bloodbath. That was his name, twin. That name put fear in niggas' hearts for some reason, bro. Nigga wasn't nowhere where, you know what I'm saying, near the type of, you would have thought a bloodbath would have been. That nigga was more like a sprinkler bath, you heard? A sprinkler blood, you heard? That nigga sprinkler blood. Now, let me stop joking. Yo, listen, twins, I'm a little saucy. And I'm a smoking. But I'm on point. And let's bring it back. So, the whole situation with this nigga Wildcat. I never met the nigga, never was with the nigga, so I don't really want to talk too much about the nigga personally, because it's not like I've been around the nigga. I heard all the shit that he did, and he did put work in. He made a lot of movies. He's one of them niggas that, you know, that was always in the box also. You know, he couldn't be in population. He just always was in the box. But he was one of the ones that was in the box before, you know, he was going out his way to hit niggas that was known niggas. So I respect that. And I salute the nigga in that. I salute the nigga 3 times, nigga. 1, 2, 3, 5 times, nigga. I respect that. He was. I did my research, you know, and on top of that, I heard certain things, and at the end of the day, he wasn't just shooting. Before he was blood, he was already popping off on niggas. See, that's different. That's the other thing that I was saying. But anyway, before he was already homie, he was already putting in work. He was a goon, he was a soldier, he was a lion, so to speak. But he was live wire, like, you know. He one of the motherfuckers, like, you know, my personal humble opinion that he need a yin to his yang. He needs some type of balance next to him to keep him like level-headed. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause he's too much of a fucking boss, too much of a fucking king, and he's too much of everything. Where you just like, you just too much, my nigga. You gotta pull that shit back, you know. Bring in the reins, and he don't know how to do that. From my humble opinion, like I said, I don't know the nigga personally. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, unfortunately, it seems like he got booked again. And he got charged for some kidnapping shit. Yo, listen, I don't know shit about his case. I don't want to know shit about his case. All I know is that unfortunately, when you still, you know, don't know how to realize that, like, yo, jail is not the shit. Like, yo, when I talk about my life experiences, like, you would think, like, damn, I'm talking about it like this shit is cool. Like, yo, no, I'm not motherfucking no, bro. I mean, I say it because that's the way I was living it. So I have to stay, like, with that same energy. That's the energy that I was giving it up in at that time. My nigga. I did 12 years, close to 12 years, 11 some change, almost 12 straight in New York State. That's 18 months on Rikers Island, then the rest upstate. And all the jails that I've been talking about that I've been in, which is numerous different facilities that I was in throughout that time span. That's just life experiences that I had to go through, bro. Because of the wrong place, wrong time, my nigga. Like, that's real shit. So that's why I talk on it. I don't want nobody to go through that at all. But it is what it is, and it's real talk. And at the end of the day, like, I feel bad. I don't feel bad. I'll take that back. I'll be lying if I said I feel bad. I don't feel bad. At the end of the day, when we do shit, we know what it is, what the fuck we doing. And at that age, my nigga, like, you know what the fuck you doing. You know the consequences behind it. Once you know the consequences behind it, now it's just, you hold it down or you don't. Period. You know what I'm saying? Period. So on that note, I wish that nigga Wildcat nothing but the motherfucking love. Salute to that nigga. I hope that, you know, I don't know the circumstances of the case, but I hope that, you know, nobody died or nothing like that, and that, and if that's the case, that the man gets free, comes home, and gets to get with his family, because I'm pretty sure he has a family, he has a kid and a wife. So I'm not gonna belittle this man, regardless of, like, you know, his affiliation and my affiliation, or what was my affiliation, and I'm still affiliated. It's like, I mean, that's another thing I'm gonna address. Like, I ain't, like, look, I planted that flag, twin. I planted that flag, man. I bled black and gold, bro, for years. And I'm talking about years. So, if you don't know me, you don't know me. I don't give a fuck. It's a lot more motherfuckers that do know me. At least the ones that's relevant. I don't even give a fuck if it's a lot or not. It's a lot more now, I guess, because of this YouTube shit. But you know what? It's probably more than that. You know what I'm saying? I was all over for a certain amount of time. A whole decade. So for that decade, yeah, I was out there. And I was in the States. I was in population. You know what I mean? So I dare no motherfucker would try to come over here and try to say anything that I'm saying is cap. And like I said, I'm not saying none of this shit for glorification, justification. Like, come on, twins. And as far as that Wildcat situation, like, I feel bad for the twins. That's some fucked up shit that he, you know what I mean? When you hungry though, when you desperate, sometimes you do extra stuff that you shouldn't do. And unfortunately, if you ain't got a gig, you don't know how to get paper on the side and do certain things and know how to maneuver, you end up getting trapped in that same web. And once you get trapped in that same web, all that shit leads back to is the cell block. You know? God forbid, bro, I ever have to Never trying to like. But if I did, I know God forbid, like again, I would have to just. I gotta hit a switch, man. And I'm not going in there trying to murder niggas, cut niggas, do none of that shit no more. I'm going in there just trying to beg, you know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out. Feel me? And golf, like who wants to think like that though? Nah, that's not what we're here for, twins. And at the end of the day, like I said, nothing but love and respect to that man and his family, and I hope that everything works itself out. But let's get to these bitch ass niggas that I can't talk about, that I did cross paths with. First of all, this nigga Magoo. Cause motherfuckers keep asking me like, yo, and I was quiet. I was like this. I was quiet. But you know, motherfuckers wanna always talk shit. And then all this shit start happening about the motherfucker. Now everybody wanna talk shit like, oh, this nigga not, now he not high almighty no more. But at the end of the day, I've been told y'all he was a snake. He was a snake. Now, this is how official I am. Because I don't want niggas to be talking about I'm just trying to bash the homies and bash the blood niggas. Nah. Because I fuck with a lot of non-trade, all type of homies. I fuck with y'all. You know what I'm saying? When we started riding that 5 after that long-ass war, which was years, bro. Niggas talking about that shit. Like the war, you know how many years that was, man? Think about it. Think about how many years that was. Think about it. Somebody won the war. People, all right. How many years was that? When the blood started? And when did the war end? Talk to me. And when you talk nice. Talk about that. That was a lot of fucking years, correct me if I'm wrong. I was in jail for the majority of it, you heard? So, at the end of the day, like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers put in that pain on both sides. You know what I'm saying? The homies definitely was under some niggas that was foul. You know what I'm saying? They gained recognition on some bullshit, but there was king niggas that was gaining respect and recognition for the same shit. And I'm about to blow niggas fucking spots up right now. One of these motherfuckers, like I said, the nigga name, his government, I don't know. The nigga got 2 aliases. Right? The first one is Joker. King Joker. Right? From the Bronx. His alias when he turned blood was Bloody Sino, aka Casino. I remember his case because I read his paperwork. Because he was on my dick when I was in the box. And he was king still. It's a long story, but I'm going to make it short. He was king. He ended up in the box for some bullshit. When he got in the box, he ended up turning blood and putting work in by lining up Spanish and king niggas that was coming into the house. He did the same script that nigga Magoo did, Bloody Rich did. He did it. That's what these niggas was fucking snakes, bro. Worst of the worst, my nigga. And he ended up staying in the box his whole fucking bid. Never in population as far as I know. I mean, and it's easy to find out his name if I really wanted to because he got locked up for chopping a nigga hand off in Halloween in 1995, 96. So, there's not that many people that was getting their hands chopped off in 1995, 96, right? So, for the twins, this word, I mean, y'all want to get y'all Google fingers going in, go ahead. Hit me up. So, and at the same time, the Money Train niggas was locked up. One of them niggas was a rat. One of them niggas is one of the niggas that the nigga Wildcat said that he cut. The other nigga that he wasn't talking about was Blood, and he was a bitch too. He was a bitch too. Yeah, and he was homie, I forgot his name. Word the mother. And that was his co-defendant. And he was homie, and the nigga was a bitch too. Another nigga in the box forever. You know what I'm saying? Scratching niggas on their arms. throwing shit on niggas, catching charges, staying in the box, catching tickets. Let's talk about it. Like, we used to call these niggas Bing monsters. Nigga, you just a Bing monster, my nigga. You go to the Bing, which is solitary confinement, or the box, and make a name for yourself by staying in the Bing. Not by cutting motherfuckers, beating motherfuckers up, taking over a house, getting slot time. Nah. You end up getting name and recognition and status for staying in the box just for catching tickets. For cursing the CO out, that's another ticket, more Bing time. Holding your slot and not stopping until they hit the pin or call the captain, that's another ticket, more Bing time. You know what you're doing. You're keeping yourself in the motherfucking cell, but keeping your name ringing. Come on, twins. Bing monsters. And these niggas, let's not get it twisted, the majority of them was bloods. Big homies. Now you got some, like I said, and I was with, yo, shout out for the homies that's on here. Like, shout out to my twin West, non-Trey big homie. I hope it's not true, you know what I mean? God bless, you know what I mean? If it is, I heard he passed away. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's true or not. It was a rumor. But for anybody to know, West, he held weight. My nigga was an official money getting homie nigga. I was with him in Wyoming. You know what I mean? We was together on the island. You know what I'm saying? He was the big homie. And back then he was like in his, I want to say mid to late 30s. You know what I mean? And official nigga. You know what I mean? He had homies not selling drugs in the yard. He had homies selling Coogee suits in the yard, sweatsuits in the yard, hats. He was trying to change. Yo, he was ahead of the game, and he was a real one. I ain't gonna lie. So, I mean, with the homie West, I mean, shout out to West. I mean, that was definitely a real one, and he was one of the homies. I mean, that I always respect to this day. You know what I mean? And I hope that's not true, but you know what I mean. At the end of the day, my point is this, man. It don't matter what color your skin is, what set you rep, what block you from, what country you from, what jails you been in, how many times you did, if you didn't do no time. All that matters is that you are who you are everywhere that you go. That's it. Nothing else matters, man. You be real to yourself, and that's the realest that you can ever be, period.
I'm so sorry about this, baby.
You be fake to yourself, then you just a fake ass nigga. Feel me? A lot of motherfuckers gave platforms to these homies. A lot of these blood dudes that was perpetrating the fraud. They was acting like, yo, bro, look at how look how they, yo, since day one, let's talk about it. When the war ended between the Kings and the Bloods, the Bloods were shooting the Bloods. They wasn't doing shit with the rest of the Lions that was in any house. They was shooting each other left and right, my nigga, because they had no structure. Because all they big homies was in the box. Some of them for cutting niggas, some of them niggas, like most of them, a lot of them did have, like, you know, big charges. But that's why they were so reckless with it. Because they was facing big numbers. And they was like, they're alright with isolating themselves and staying in the cell. And I bet you right now they would reverse that shit though. Or maybe not. Motherfuckers are so comfortable, they in the zone, they in the matrix right now. You know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers just in their matrix in their cell. That nigga's not in his cell, that nigga in the swimming pool. Every time he closes his eyes, he thinking of some other shit. You know? And at the end of the day, I don't wish jail on nobody but niggas that deserve it, bro. Let's not act like niggas don't deserve to go to fucking jail for doing stupid, fucking, crazy, wild shit. Some niggas do, bro. Period. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sit here and act like I won't. Nigga, if my worst enemy was a motherfucking pedophile, yeah, I wish that nigga was in jail, nigga, and he died in that bitch, nigga. Like, period. Fuck, like, yeah. That's my humble opinion, though, twins. I'm about to let y'all go. Y'all already know what it is, man. Hit the sub. Definitely hit me on Instagram. John J748. That's John J748. Just the way you hear it. That's how you spell it. And I definitely try to do it live. You know what I'm saying? Holla at the twins. We gonna get this shit popping. Hit the shares. You know what I mean? I'm about to upgrade. Thinking about, you know, investing a little bit. I do gotta talk on some shit when it comes to awareness for everybody in New York State, New Jersey, the East Coast, all over the world when it comes to, you know, being able to arm up gun ranges and voting rights. I ain't gonna lie, yeah, cause that holds a lot of weight, man. And I've been speaking to my boy Cash, you know what I'm saying? And he's a libertarian, and I'm gonna expand on this tomorrow. But he's basically just trying to make sure that everybody's aware of the fact that whoever we put in the office, we could put in the office if we want to. And once we put them in the office, then that means that we're gonna be able to arm up the way everybody else is armed up in different states. You know? We're gonna be able to defend ourselves the way other people defend themselves in other different states. And that's official. I don't give a fuck whether you libertarian, Democrat, Republican, that's how you thinking, I'm with it. You know? And he's trying to bring awareness to a lot of people in the urban community, and he needs a lot of lines, you know what I mean, to help, you know what I mean, get people out in the hood to vote. You know, I'm going to talk on this, twin, so I want y'all to bear with me, and I want y'all to follow this vibe, because I'm going to get into this shit tomorrow. But think about it, even us, people from New York, y'all already know, we in New York, we can vote even with a felony, we can vote. We can put mayors in, congressmen in, and governors in, whoever the fuck we want. Who we want. And the majority counts. This is not a presidential election. The majority counts. It's basically like, let's just think like the popular vote, it matters. Every vote does matter. Every individual vote matters, twin. Come on. Imagine that. Now, I'm not running for office, so don't be thinking about fucking voting for me. I love y'all, twins. We gonna get into this shit, though. Y'all already know what it is. Nothing but love, nothing but respect, nothing but that smoke. I'ma holler at y'all tomorrow. Peace.